So here come the two teams, those that are still with the West Ham under-21s, led by the captain this evening, Keelan Casey, as it's West Ham against Southampton this time round in the first home game of the new campaign. And if it's anything like this fixture last time out, well then we're in for a thriller. It was a 3-3 draw, and it was a 94th minute equaliser from West Ham and from the man we were just speaking about, Callum Marshall. So West Ham will look to go one better in terms of the result, but I'm sure up on the gantry we're hoping for the same in terms of the entertainment though.
Without a doubt, but Southampton last year, if the truth be known, was very unfortunate not to win the game. Not that we just scored in the last minute, but just the general play, and that they was, we was like winning lots of games before we played them. They come here and give us a bit of a scare and a bit of a fright, if I'm honest. I remember I was still working for the 21s then, and I was in the dugout, and they caught us by surprise, but they was very good. They was very good on the night, and I expect them to be very competitive tonight as well.
Let's take you through the teams then, starting off with the host, the Young Hammers, West Ham United. As it's Finlay Herrick who starts in goal. Keelan Casey, as I mentioned, captains the side from centre half. It looks like Ollie Scholes is going to move from where we see him a lot on the left over to central midfield this evening. Josh Ajala was amongst the goals against Brighton. He starts up top for the Hammers.
I think on the left side there, Adeli come on as sub, scored at Brighton, and he was excellent and deserves his place in the side. And obviously Junior Robinson got sent off for 2 bookable offences, so it had to be a bit of a reshuffle. And Ryan Batcham was playing as a sort of wide wing back on the right. He done it exceptionally well when he came on as well. I think both substitutes done well, so I'm glad to see them both starting tonight.
And then for the visitors, Southampton, it's Josh McNamara who starts in goal. Reeves features in the defence, and it's O'Brien who captains the side from central midfield. Magoma is on the left, and Akokju is on the right, and it's Will Merry who starts up top for the Saints.
If I was to pick anyone out for the Southampton sides, obviously Magoma's a complete threat, goes past people, got loads of pace, got an end product. And Will Merry, I know the name, he scored a lot of goals throughout the different age groups, since he's been at Southampton. So I'd say they're the two danger men to look out for.
We're almost set and ready at the Rush Green Stadium. Just waiting to find out who will get us underway for the first home game of this year. First, the referees just getting themselves set, ready for kick-off. But it's a nice kind of feeling still where we're just about in summer, where it's still not quite under the lights yet before kick-off.
You are being polite. Just in summer, I'm freezing up here. Just in summer, I've got a sweatshirt on, man. No, it has turned a little bit nippy, especially up here. Proper football weather.
As it's Southampton who are going to get us underway. Ben Reeves standing over the ball in the centre. And do you think that for Southampton there's any kind of difference for these players now that the first team have been promoted back to the Premier League compared to being a Championship side last season?
Yeah, it's a bit of a double-edged sword really, because as you are a Premier League team and you're a young player in the 21s, it's harder to get in your own first team, strangely enough. I mean, if you remember when, I'm talking about a long time ago now, but when Shaw and people like that come through at Southampton, they was like a Div 1 or Championship side, so it's easier to get in as you go down the levels.
There's a first involvement now for the Southampton striker, and the first piece of strong defending there in the centre from Majele. There's Herrick now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them travelled away when they went, they went to America and stuff like that. And you can only improve your play if you're playing with better players. So you know, that's the way it should be, and that's the way we're looking for it to be.
See how Ollie Scholes occupies that central midfield position. A lot of the time at academy level, we've seen him out on the left.
He's quite an adept sort of player, though, Ollie. I mean, he's got a great balance with his left foot, and I've seen him play as a midfielder quite a lot of times, actually. So it's not that new to me, but I know what you're saying. He's probably got more chance of making it in the professional game as a wide left player, I should think. Whether left back, left wing back, or maybe even further up as left wing.
Here's a Matic now for Southampton. Juan Larios. There is the first involvement for Ollie Scholes there in the centre. And now Batra can't quite make the pass.
It's also good for Ollie Scholes' development as a footballer, to play in a different position, to play in there, to get different sort of feel for the game, not being out wide. You got, you know, keep checking your shoulder, seeing a picture from a different place. It's good for his development. It's good for his development.
And that specific thing you noticed, I was watching the West Ham warm-ups. He had a bit of one-on-one coaching, or specifically receiving the ball on the half turn, checking his shoulder. And I guess it shows how important those kind of basic things are to do when you're playing in a role like central midfield.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a good footballer, you're a good footballer, and people say, oh, you can play anywhere. It's not really the case. You just got, as you just said there, different aspects of the game. You're playing with your back to goal a little bit more. You know, you got to get yourself side on, see pitches early, know when to play 1 and 2 touch. But good footballers, you know, can play in any positions. Like, I'm always dropping his name and quoting him because I coached him a lot. Declan Rice, if you said Declan Rice, you're playing left wing, he'd go and play left wing to the best of his ability, and he wouldn't be bad.
First chance this for West Ham to try and press up high at the Saints. Putting Magomi in a spot of bother. Nicely worked from Southampton there to move it out to the far side now. Gelé with the challenge on that far side and winning it back well for West Ham. And winning the free kick. Is this the kind of position where you want to get some pressure on Southampton early on, maybe deliver it into the penalty area?
Yeah, I think they've got a bit of a height size advantage over us if you look at them. So I'm not saying we're going to be knocking loads of long balls into the box, but yeah, you know, put some pressure on us. I'd prefer balls down the side of them, so they're being bigger players. They're not so adept at turning and that sort of stuff. But I think aerial, they might have a little advantage over us tonight. Although Callum Casey and Lewis Howe don't mind getting on the end of things.
As it's floated in towards Casey, but too close to the Southampton goalkeeper McNamara. Quick to release it over towards this near side. Robinson. Abu. I'm not shy to press up high at Southampton, who have been fairly comfortable still though on the ball and fairly confident on the ball in these opening stages. Armitage moving it along the defensive line and finding Jaden Moore. And Abu's now continuing that dart in behind. Ice has some defending to do to finish the move once and for all, and does get it away. Boy, trying to break away after initially winning it back for West Ham.
I think the key to our victory last week was the three central defenders, as in Calum, Lewis Howe and Ezra. And they really played well last week. Give us a good base to play from.
Again, Southampton go for that switch towards Abu. And Abu's going to get there first, and it's the first real chance this for the Saints, but Easy Owl there to hammer it away.
As you say, they seem to be looking for that switch, either left to right or left to right to left, and isolating their wider players.
Well, there's a line of 5 Southampton players all currently in an offside position, as they have the possession in their own half but now have lost it. That didn't last though from a West Ham point of view, as it's a boot. Armitage moving it over to this near side now for the Saints. Or more. Doing really well to pick out the pass towards Swire. First real attacking involvement for the number 10 as he lays it off, and there's the chance and the opening goal for West Ham. And with 7 minutes gone, it looks like the number 4, Ollie Skulls, can do it from a central midfield position as he rows on forward, as cool as you like with the finish. And it's West Ham who take the early advantage.
Soldier's not bad in midfield. To be fair, it was a good pass to start with from Lewis Alford, switching it across. Good work from Cam, and he just arrived at you see it again. He just arrived at the right time, Ollie. Well, just in his path. Thanks for coming on his left foot. You haven't always got to smash the ball, just pass it in the corner. Good. Place for him. Place for him. This is the pass that makes it there, and then we're in.
And after having to dart forward from such a deep position there, Ollie Scars managed to calm himself down, compose himself with a cool finish. And despite the Southampton possession, it's West Ham who find themselves in front.
I think the one thing that Ollie Scars has got in abundance is composure. He's really level-headed and really calm, never gets too excited at anything.
Hutchin winning his defensive header, and Sean Morn then winning the free kick for West Ham.
Great refereeing, great refereeing.
We'll see how long the compliments last throughout the 90. As his Orford. Casey now for West Ham. One more dropping deep. It's a risky pass, but it did find Orford, I should say. They must feel somewhat comfortable for West Ham, even though they haven't had all the possession. Now that they've got the lead, they won't mind not having all the possession, knowing that they can cause Southampton problems as they look to do so here with Swire, who delivers dangerously, and it was Moore's header which sailed on wide.
No, I mean, there's a lot said in the game about how much possession you had and how much possession you didn't. What really matters and what everyone talks about is the scoreline. We're winning 1-0, and could have been 2 actually. The defender there, the left back's just done enough. Otherwise, Sean would have had a complete free header sort of stuff. But they've had lots of the ball, but we've had the 2 clearest chances. I mean, goals change games, and it's obviously set them back a little bit there on the back foot, where they was like really confident before that.
Armitage now for the Saints. Running Reeves. McNamara now. He could have done nothing about the West Ham opener, that's for sure. Armitage again.
Tell you what we have in Plod, we've got a really nice high line, and they keep making runs and they're offside and they don't actually pass it at the right time, and then again they pass it at the wrong time. So that's not just bad play from Southampton, that's a testament to our back line, really, if I'm honest.
Moved over towards this near side now for the Saints. Goma twisting and turning, now laying it back. And sticking tight in their shape for now as Southampton move it across to the far side this time to try their luck. And that was a nice ball towards O'Brien. Able to turn, deliver the cross, and Casey there with the defensive duties for West Ham.
Yeah, just a loose enough touch to Caleb Chimes to get in there. Let's make no bones about it. Southampton are a dangerous side, without a shadow of a doubt. This might slightly concern me with what I said earlier about their advantage in height. Now is at our end, defend against it well.
Two tallest West Ham players towards the near post. Standing close to Finley Herrick. Goes close to the keeper. And win that first important contact, and Herrick will be there to claim for the Hammers. Here's Batcham. A nice turn in the centre from Orford. He will keep on going. Dwyer now for West Ham. Scarles does well to find some room as he looks for more. Didn't get his initial touch how he wanted. Done well to win the throw.
I think both West Ham central midfield players, Ollie and Lou, they've swept the ball out wide on both occasions they've had it. So we're looking good. We're looking good in possession in midfield in the centre, with the two who are not that used to playing each other in there.
Here's Casey. Lisier now on that halfway line. Perhaps a little too rushed there from Myers with the ball in behind, and Southampton can get going again. Batcham winning the aerial duel. First everything so far on that near side for West Ham. You mentioned earlier on, of course, no Robinson, who's suspended after picking up 2 yellows at Brighton on match day 1.
I think Ryan Batcham is a very dependable, not a utility player. It's really unfair on him. But whoever you ask him to play, Ryan will go and just play there, whether it's right back, whether it's holding midfield. Ryan, he's West Ham through and through. He's a proper fan like myself. They just give everything for the club. Never moan, just get on with it.
I'm guessing it's exactly what you want at academy level.
Exactly.
Casey, that's a nice ball towards Orford. He will find his central midfield partner in Scarles. Gele now. Here is Casey. Sean Moore.
Nice to see us being patient there, making passes, making little angles, not rushing, just keeping the ball. Nice from a 1-0 advantage position. You haven't got to force anything. Wait for the time to come.
Here's Herrick now. Yala able to take it in his stride. How important is it, even in these early stages though, that now that West Ham are starting to get a bit more possession, that they almost don't become complacent and in the way they play and almost settle too much?
I don't think Mark Robson or Steve Potts or Gerard Prenderville would let them get complacent. You'll be hearing them from down below us, if I'm honest. No, I don't think they're just sort of playing their way into the game, if you like, whereas Southampton had the lion's share of possession early doors. We've scored, and sort of like it's more of a 50-50 game now, I'd say, in possession stakes.
Same again with the West Ham throw.
Southampton's number 5, I think, is their captain. He's a very good talker. He's organising all the time. There he is again.
Now he's going to have to get involved in the action himself and comfortable under the pressure from Sean Moore. Here he is again. Kamara. Yeah, wanted the foul, but he won't get it now. Southampton coming forward with some danger. Robinson with the ball in behind. The flag's up, and it's not going to count.
I'd like to see that again. I think that might be quite tight, actually. I wasn't sure if he was or he wasn't. I thought the first thing was a foul. The actual offside, I wasn't sure.
Fantastic pass, but it looks somewhat tight.
yeah. I'm glad for lots of reasons there's not VAR.
The biggest scare moment that West Ham have had to deal with so far.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. A good pass and a good finish, actually.
Wyatt. How able to win that header. Ajala's done well. Batcham now on this near side. That's a nice first time ball towards Sean Moore, and he's done brilliantly to skip infield. Sean Moore with the ball across, and Swire with the effort just over the crossbar, but that was slick, swift, and almost a second for West Ham.
Yeah, it was good football. Once Sean's got into the box, I thought he was going to cut in because he's predominantly left-sided. I thought he was going to try and curl one with his left foot. It was a good pass, to be fair. Cam was just coming a little bit too quickly to control the shot. Good football again. Good football again from Ryan Batcham. Nice, easy first-time pass. That might go unnoticed, but that helped in the move.
I was able to win the West Ham free kick in the centre.
There's 19 minutes gone and I'm still liking the referee. Not that I'm biased towards West Ham United.
I'm sure you're liking the linesman on the far side as well with the offside.
Yeah, he has done well so far.
It's easy out now for West Ham, finding Casey. We'll get it back again. Good thing is that West Ham, as soon as they lose it, likes of Ajala here, happy to keep on pressing. Okamoku. Reeves. That was a good challenge, but Southampton able to keep it for now. Robinson.
I'm all for us pressing from the front, and it's a great tactic. The only thing is, once they break that first press, then we do look a little bit light in the middle of the park. So if we are going to press, we press as a team and get it as high up as we can. Because if they break that press, a bit concerned then. It looks quite empty in midfield.
Armitage now for the Saints. Gala leading this latest press and winning it back for West Ham. Done well to turn as well.
That's all round excellent play. Winning the free kick, there, last third of the field, working hard, pressing them. That's when it does work, the press.
Casey. Get a second go at it now.
Hi, Josh.
Oh, they're battling away in the centre yet again. Finding a good pass too. Gele now for West Ham. It was a dangerous delivery. An important touch in there from Armitage, and West Ham will get the throw.
Good couple of minutes for Josh Ajala's done very well. Winning the ball, going out and causing the threat. Good cross from Emeka as well. Good cross. You have to bear in mind that Emeka and Ezra are both still under 18s. So they're playing up an age group, as Lewis Alford and Ollie Scales have done for a number of years. Always good for players. If you can be tested and play up, that's what it's all about.
Ratcham. Casey moving it along towards the easy out. Skulls. Why, with a nice turn and winning the free kick for West Ham.
Our use of the ball's been very good from midfield into the front. It's been first class. If anything, we're slightly controlling the game ourselves.
The early surge of Southampton pressure, or possession I should say, has definitely slowed down in the last 5-10 minutes or so.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, goals change games, it changes your mindset and everything like that. You have to think a little bit differently, puts a little bit of doubt in your mind if you go a goal down.
Might as well get there for West Ham and find Casey. Dwight. Gala just won't stop pressing and running at this moment of time. Robinson, it was a nice turn in the centre from the Southampton man. Abu now. Really good that from Ajele to prevent the corner after blocking the cross.
Yeah. What's the name of the number 2? Is it Abu, is it?
Yeah.
It keeps reminding me of Samasi Abu, who used to play for us many years ago as a striker. You keep saying Abu. Bit of a cult figure at West Ham, Samasi was.
Robinson. Larios now. I was going to say it stays in, but Casey stayed alert. Now it's gone out, that's for sure.
I'm quite surprised he's had 24 minutes and haven't really seen McGowan down the left, and he's an absolute threat when he gets going. He's been fairly quiet tonight, I'm glad to say.
I'm guessing that's compliments to West Ham, really, keeping him so quiet.
Yeah, without a doubt. On to him now.
Right on cue, here is Magoma. Casey with the challenge, but not one that the referee liked. And it's going to be the first yellow card of the evening, as well as Southampton free kick in a fairly dangerous position.
Again, I thought we actually played the ball, but can't really tell. In all fairness, the referee's got a better view of it than I have, and the Southampton players are all up straight away, so.
Robinson looks favourite. Definitely suits a right footer if there's going to be an effort for goal. Perhaps it might just be a little too far out wide. We'll wait and see.
I'm more concerned with the 2 centre halves at the back stick, if I'm honest. 4 and 5.
Moore and Armitage at that back stick. Comes the Southampton free kick. Robertson who delivers. Casey who rose highest, and kind of anywhere will do situation, but it is going to be a Southampton corner.
when it's like that. I mean, Caelan was just off balance. He was just get some sort of contact on the ball, really, wasn't it? So far, the corners, touch wood, we've been getting first contact. So.
Here's the latest of the Southampton set pieces. Yao with the towering header away for West Ham, and the trend of them winning the first contact continues. Here's Robinson now. Still able to skip away from Batcham, and it's a dangerous ball across, and Myers with a fantastic block in there from West Ham to deny a certain Southampton goal. Saints not quite done yet. Casey rising highest.
A little bit of pressure's put Southampton on the front foot, as you say. Very good block from Ezra. I was just waiting for the fella to pull the trigger, if I'm honest, and 1-1.
There's a boot. Probably the best chances that Southampton had so far.
Yep, I agree with you, yeah. It just didn't quite, just about to fall for him, and then I thought, as you say, Ezra got a very good block, he really did. I mean, we're getting lots of first contacts from the corners, and that's just not by chance. That's the goalkeeping coach, Billy Lepine, does a lot of work on the set pieces. He's the one who gets the back four lined out, the keeper. So testament to Billy, really, that we are getting first contact and stopping from scoring from set pieces so far.
Reeves overran it, allowed the challenge for Sean Moore. Hampton back on it though, that won't last. Nice idea with that kind of reverse pass towards Ollie Scarles.
It's a good spell of the game for Southampton. Control the last 5 minutes since that corner, since that chance. They've been in the ascendancy.
Reeves moving it back. Armitage. Mara now. Casey with a nice challenge and high up the field too. And that's probably what you mean by pressing as a team when the centre half comes into the Southampton half to win it.
That's exactly right. They've all come in behind the strikers, and well, they came to read it and got themselves a nice free kick up the pitch. If you're gonna press, you've all got to press. Otherwise, they just play around you. Getting this work done on the training, from Steve Potts, Mark Robson, Gerard. That's what it's all about. That's the work you do every day during the week.
Here's Casey back on the ball now. Easy out. The goal scorer now, Ollie Scarles, finding Casey. How about that for a pass in behind? And Moore is onside, but it was fantastic defensive work from Magoma that time.
It was. It showed you the pace he's got there, Magoma, to get back in. It was a great pass from Ryan Batcham. I thought Sean should have been a little bit more aggressive. I thought he was the favourite of the ball, sort of run alongside the ball a little bit. If he gets the first touch, Magoma would have had to foul him. Well, it's good play from Magoma, don't get me wrong, but Sean could have been a bit more aggressive with the ball. Great pass from Ryan.
Doing well for Southampton. Skipping in field. Ball in behind towards O'Brien. AC there with the defensive duties again.
I wouldn't be surprised if Emeka gets booked for that challenge once the game stops.
Goma.
Depends how the ref sees it.
Goma did manage to get the delivery in, and it's another fantastic block from Myers. Another nervy moment that for West Ham. Pressure is building from the Saints. Dwyer now. Another late challenge that.
He was going to get booked for one of them. I think it might have been the first one, but he made the referee's mind up for him there. I'm glad you've picked out Ezra Myers for 2 excellent blocks. Just goes about his business, no nonsense, always does a great job. As I say, he's only 17, he still can play in the youth team, under 18, and done really well. You know, naturally left-sided, good prospect for us.
I wonder if Ajele knew he was going to be booked, so just before he did, just not going for one more heavy challenge.
I wouldn't know either way, but he may have done. I thought he was going to be booked anyway from the first one. So
there's more.
This might be the one to press. They've gone straight. This might be the one.
Definitely pressure there on the goalkeeper McNamara.
They're very reluctant, Southampton, to play balls in behind. They seem to sort of shy away from it, which is good for them. I mean, they want to play through the midfield, which is good testament to them, but it's helping Addy and the way we're set up defensively.
That's probably the big part of the reason why the number 9 Will Merry hasn't really been mentioned at all so far.
No, I was pointing him down as the threat. Don't remember him in possession at all, actually, if I'm honest, not at all. I think the coach keeps shouting for playing balls in behind. Well, that's a free kick, but
Impressive, that's for sure, as the boo's going on. Casey getting there for West Ham. Orford unable to clear. Easy out. Able to read the situation. Now what can West Ham do on the counter-attack here is Lewis Orford.
Left to Cam. There you go.
Swire now edging closer to the penalty area. Swire going on. Southampton able to get the block in.
Tackle.
We've seen Ollie Scarles getting his goal, but now we're seeing him doing his defensive duties as West Ham are looking for that second goal, but Ajala denied by McNamara.
Keep saying it all night, but another little great ball from Ryan Battram. He's not a member of my family, by the way. I just think he's a good player, Ryan Battram.
There's more now for Southampton. Rush past that from Abu, and Scarles able to pick up the pieces. Here's Luis Yao. Now Casey. Quiet. Now starting to press up at West Ham, and it's worked for them, winning the throw.
Yeah, press well there, Southampton. There's certain little teams will have little triggers that the coaches will say, you know, someone's at a little heavier touch or square ball going backwards. That should be your trigger to go. And Southampton played off a trigger there. It was straight back past and bang, they was on it. And we do the same thing. Little triggers that set it off.
Armitage now. Arias. Gomez making that run in behind. Did he hold his run? He didn't, and the flag goes up. Still confident goalkeeping anyway from Herrick. Orford. Gala, all the pressure on the number 9. Referee says no foul.
I thought that was a foul straight away. He's actually holding his shirt. Once the play went on, it wasn't a foul. To start with, it was. I think Mark Wilson agrees with me as well, that look on his face.
Got in now for the Hammers. Dwyer. And at what point do West Ham start thinking about the scoreline in terms of going into half-time? 8.5 minutes to go the first half. Is this the point where you're thinking, hold the 1-goal lead, push for a second? Or is it still just too early for those kind of thoughts to kick in?
I think coaches might think like that. Players wouldn't. Players just playing the game that's in front of them. You only start thinking those sort of things when it's maybe between 75 and 80 minutes in the second half sort of thing. They're just playing what they see. And as the game goes on, it obviously forces the opposition to come out and then leave gaps in behind them.
It's Batram. Orford with the ball in behind towards Swire. It was a challenge that had to be timed right from Armitage. Swire doing well to deny the goal kick. And it means that West Ham can push up at Southampton here.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit of respite because they had a good little spell, Southampton. Dave was asking the questions. It's always nice if the game's been played in their last 25 metres of the pitch. They're not going to score from there. Hopefully.
No real option at the moment for Larios. Long down the line, Magoma winning the header. Here's more now for Southampton. Abu.
The fella's name Abu or Abu?
Abu.
Oh, right. I was right then.
Like the former West Ham player you mentioned.
The Massey Abu.
Ajala, that's fantastic pressing. Here's Swire, who's got options, and Lewis Orford is one of them. Orford, can he work an angle for a shot? He can't, but he can find more instead as he fires home the West Ham second. 39 minutes on the clock, and Sean Moore unleashes the back of the Southampton net and doubles the West Ham advantage.
Doubles his goal scoring for the season. He scored last week, the first goal at Brighton. I thought Lou had taken too long actually. Cam done well in picking him out. I'm thinking it's taking too long, but good composure from the Ilford, to be fair to him. Nice strike, pick that out. Don't know, it flatters us a little bit, but we'll have it. Thanks very much. We're winning 2-0.
Well, the theme is so far that every time Southampton have had a good spell, West Ham have come back with goals, and goals change games, and Sean Moore has got the latest.
They're doing it now. I'm starting to think about half time. If we can get to half time with a nice 2-0 in front scoreline, we'll be delighted with that.
There is Larios now for Southampton. But again, credit to that man who keeps on pressing Ajala. Without him, that goal wouldn't have happened, that's for sure.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. Also think that, it's it's not a usual pairing in the centre of the park with Ollie Scholes and Lewis Orford, but they've done exceptionally been in both goals and really well in there.
Armitage rushing that pass in behind.
I think you can see tonight why Aston Villa was quite keen on taking Lewis Orford off of us.
A nice ball in behind towards Ajala. Flag stays down, and he's struck the post. So close to number 3 for West Ham. And if anyone's deserved a goal in this first half, it's been him. But he's denied by the woodwork.
I agree. Great work from Emeka as well. Great work and great pass.
There's Merrick. First real involvement for him all half, and not the involvement he would have wanted.
I think the truth be known, that one goes in and we put the game to bed. 3-0 before half time. it was the inside of the post and out, so I could have easily hit the post and gone in. We have had the better, you think of the game, we've had the better clear-cut chances. Taken 2 and been unfortunate with the others.
Here's Robinson now for Southampton, looking to get one back before half-time. Casey got there first, and Reeves with the effort. Drilling one over the crossbar.
I picked out a game. I think Robinson's the threat. When Robinson gets at you down the left-hand side, I don't know the player. I think when he gets you, he is quite a threat. I might have been a little bit biased. He might have hit the middle of the post, not the inside. Unlike me, to be biased towards West Ham.
Still like the referee?
He's done okay. We're winning 2-0. We'll stick with him.
This might be that change of approach getting closer to half-time, that Herrick's now going to go long with the goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, 42, 43 minutes gone. It's the first time he's gone long, isn't it, in the game? So, yeah, maybe I didn't hear Robbo or Potsy saying anything to him, but it's the first time I've seen it. Just get the ball up the pitch, play the game in their half, see it out to half-time. Have a cup of tea and pat each other on the back.
Won't be able to get to that. Southampton now with the throw. Here's a boo. Ball for Armitage. Larios now for Southampton. It was an important touch, but Robertson's still going to chase here for the Saints.
Very confident in his own ability, Robinson. He likes to when it's one-on-one, he does fancy himself a bit.
A little too eager though on that occasion with the touch.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He's shown glimpses. He looks a decent player.
Bryant able to keep on going, letting it go. All of a sudden West Ham might think about a third late on in this first half. We're now going to see the first Southampton yellow card of the evening, I believe, for Moore.
Yeah, it was quite an agricultural challenge, shall we say. That sort of last-ditch defender. It wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity, I didn't mean that, but you know, he had to bring him down, he was the last man.
And we'll be very happy with the free kick in this kind of position. Inside the Southampton half late on in the first 45.
Yeah, I thought they might try and just keep possession, see the half out. What you said earlier, this is what they're doing now, they're just seeing it through to half time.
Run into one additional minute at the end of the first half. Here is the second goal scorer, Sean Moore. Orford providing the option just behind. It wasn't a bad ball from Lewis Orford, that just too far ahead from Majala.
I'd say it was a good ball. Any little touch, the pace of that, any little touch, goal bounce, you got a chance. Good ball from Calum Casey there. It's the first time we've sort of gone back to front. We've been playing through the thirds ourselves. Got us up the pitch here with Sean Moore, didn't it? Got us into the final third. I'm not advocating the long ball, but sometimes just mix your game up.
That in terms of the first 45, and not a bad showing for West Ham in the first home game of the season. We're able to take the lead through Ollie Scarles fairly early on. This man then providing a second later in the first half with a fantastic first time effort. No chance for for McNamara on both goals, as the half-time score is West Ham 2, Southampton 0. And it's West Ham who will get that second half underway, and we were speaking about it at half-time, 2-0. Although West Ham comfortable, still a dangerous scoreline.
Very much so. I think it's far from a foregone conclusion. I think the next goal is really important. If it's us fortunate enough to make it 3, I think we'll be out of sight. If Southampton get one, it's going to be a tight affair.
There's Merrick. He was very quiet in that first half. That's his early involvement in the second. Quickly cut out though by West Ham. There's more. Abu now. Armitage now for Southampton. Wyatt able to win it back for the Hammers. Here's Myers. Eric now for West Ham. Hampton staying very high up the field. A sign of their intent to press in the second half, understandably, with the 2-goal deficit for them. Is Alford. Well under pressure to win the free kick.
Yeah, I get the impression, if you see with their 2 centre halves there, they're 5 yards into our half. I think the manager's made a conscious effort to push them higher up the pitch, which is good and as a positive thing, but it's also something that we can maybe look to exploit. They're pushing up and we have good possession of it. We can play it in behind them.
Darla beaten to it there by Moore. Reese now. All for Southampton. I think the flag was always going to go up there against the Southampton winger. And Herrick for West Ham. And we'll go for the more direct approach. Are we able to win the header for Southampton? Ajala. Swire, he's done well. Looking for Sean Moore. Arias able to read the situation. This is Merry now for Southampton. And Avu. Moore.
I think that's definitely something that their coach has spoke about at half time, and more balls over the top of us and in behind us, sort of thing. I've noticed the wind's picked up a little bit, which is not going to help them, the quality of their balls over the top.
Casey. Definitely saw the wind after that clearance, that's for sure.
Yeah. An old footballing terminology, that had snow on it. It actually did have snow on it, miles up in the air. You see, they're playing balls in behind us a little bit more now.
Here is Moore. Abu. Abu goes for the first time delivery, but Herrick was there confidently so for West Ham.
Ben doesn't lack any confidence, I can assure you that. Great touch, by the way. Finn doesn't lack it, he's very confident. He likes to be asking the referee questions, shouting at their centre forwards. Keeps him in the game, keeps him focused.
Is Lizzie out A lot of pressure on the number 6. Cool under it for now. Jala. Keeping in play. It looks like he did. And here he is again, the number 9. Orford now. AC. Scars that time with a late challenge, and looks like he's going to be shown yellow. The second West Ham booking of the evening.
I think he's fought against it, the ref. He hasn't already been booked on, has he?
He hasn't.
Oh.
Looked like he was going to be shown yellow there, but yeah. Oh no, he is now.
Yeah. I think I've done Josh Ajala a disservice in the first half. I said that Ezra and Emeka are both under 18s. Josh is still an under 18 as well. So there's 3 under 18s on the pitch, which that's when it's all about, when people are out on loan and people step up and go. That just always helps to develop players. That's what it's all about. And one of them, at the top of that tree, hopefully, George Murphy's already done, represents the first team.
Swire.
It's
a fantastic ball in behind Ajala. He's onside here for West Ham. He deserves a goal. And he gets a goal. Well, we mentioned that the next one was important, but the next goal is a West Ham goal. A third on the night. A fantastic finish. And West Ham United in firm control.
Just talking about Josh Ajala being under, what a ball from Ollie Scholes though. That is absolute class. As a midfield player, show it again now. At the timing of it, the execution of it, fantastic pass. There you go. Go and put that in, son. Fantastic. Similar to when he hit the post, just a little bit more composed, rather than drive it with pace, just slid it under him. Great goal. Great goal. Great work from the linesman as well, keeping his flag down. Good officials here. I told you that earlier.
Still in your good books, that's for sure.
Yep. I think Ollie Scholes and Lewis Orford is a midfield player anyway. I think Ollie Scholes has answered a lot of questions about can he play in midfield. I think he can. Go on, Josh, that's straight. Go on, Josh.
Always eager to press, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's triggering off a straight ball. As soon as it goes straight back to the keeper, he knows he's got half a chance.
Here's Robinson. Magoma now. Reeves for Southampton. Unable to win it back again. Is Swire. Runners in behind again. Ajala will get there. And Ajala, who's just scored a moment ago, he's looking for another. He's still going on the number 9. It is a fantastic goal from Josh Ajala at the double. Some performances from the striker. And all of a sudden, it's 4-0 West Ham.
Fantastic, great goal from Ajala. I'm thinking shoot. He knew better than me. No, just composed himself, passed it in the corner. Fantastic individual goal. I'm thinking at the time, get it out there right, but what a run. Shoot now. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Thanks for coming.
You saw as soon as it hit the back of the net, the applause from Sean Moore just behind him.
Yeah.
As he went off to celebrate.
Yeah, that's a very good goal. We're looking for his hat-trick now. Scored 2 at the post. That has to put us outside. Again, as I say, Josh is a youth player. He's under 18, so it's 3 under 18s on the pitch. And that's what happens when you do have players out on loan. Other players come in, and you have 16s playing in the 18s, you have 15s in the 16s. That's how a good academy works.
And of all teams, of course, West Ham know how a good academy works, that's for sure, over the years.
Well, we do call ourselves the Academy of Football, but yeah, without
Living up to the name.
living up to the name, without a doubt.
Charlotte's going to keep on pressing. He'll be eager now for that hat-trick, as you mentioned. Is Orford. Myers.
It's funny, where I praised their centre-back early doors for communication, he's gone very, very, very quiet. I mean, as I said earlier, goals change games and change your enthusiasm, change your body language and everything. But he spoke really well in the first 20 minutes, haven't heard him since.
That Southampton press, though, hasn't stopped. I'm almost beating it, but now there's some defending to do. Abu. Not the ball he would have wanted, and in this kind of wind, Herrick had to stay concentrated.
Oh, Finn loves a bit of that, showing everyone how good he is.
And here comes Ollie Scars now for West Ham. They're looking for number 5. Going onto his left foot, and not far away from that far corner.
When we broke quickly, we have broke well, and we looked a complete threat. We really have.
Southampton making their first change of the evening. Bitoman's coming on to the field in the first of the substitutions. So too is Brown.
My communicator's going off, and he's number 5. Don't know what he'd done to start with. He's just substituted him on 56 minutes. I think Ollie Scholes was give Mark Robson and Steve Potts a nice problem to have, showing what he can do in midfield. So that's handy for the coach to have that sort of problem.
Space here for a boot. That space was quickly stopped. Batcham. Casey. Louise out. How about that for a ball? Scar's able to help out, and Scar's able to deliver the cross. Southampton doing enough.
As you said about that for a ball, I think that's our biggest plus of the night, the way our 2 central midfielders have passed it excellently. Both Lewis and Ollie have really passed it well.
Is Robinson, referee playing advantage.
Good advantage, referee, that was good advantage. He's a good ref, I told you.
And even that one was without the West Ham bias as well.
Although I may have got it wrong, because I think the fella's out.
Referee will stop proceedings now. And he's only just come on, is straight down on the ground.
With such a clear score line for us in our favour, I wonder if Robbo might bring a few of the, Dan Rigg, or bring a few of the others on to give them some minutes, rest a few of the boys. Who's coming up, consistently. Played Tuesday, played Saturday, played last Friday, and there's lots of games. I'm liking the, should be saying this, it's really ridiculously biased. I'm liking the Southampton body language from their staff as well as their players. They look like beaten men. Should I be unbiased and an unbiased summariser?
Well, I mean, if it's true that what you're saying, then it's true. half an hour to go, and 4 goals to find is always a tough ask, that's for sure. Robertson is trying to get that one back though for Southampton here. Got defending like that from West Ham, it's always going to be difficult for Southampton.
I will say that Robertson has looked the one who could make it happen, though. He's been in that. When he starts to run with the ball like he is now, he looked to open things up a bit.
It's Brown. Southampton substitutes. Again. Abu now. Merry. Abu. A real gaps opening up though, West Ham sticking tight defensively. At the moment the Hammers showing really all parts of their game. The moments where there's no real opportunity to press and sitting deep, but sitting deep with effect and not allowing Southampton any real attacking threat themselves.
Totally agree. It takes a lot of concentration to sit in there, keep filling the holes that they're trying to, you know, they're probing to get in behind us. You know, it takes a lot of concentration without the ball to keep that, you know, that level of quality defending. I think we've done it really well. A lot of their play, saying their nose in behind us, a lot of their play's been in front of us.
I was able to pick up the pieces and sort it out there defensively for the Hammers. Brown though back on the ball.
It was a bit of a pint of John Smith's there, wasn't it, from Ezra? Have it and just clear your lines. You're winning 4-0, you can do that.
There's Robinson now for Southampton. Brown, he's going to have a go. But able to block. Wyatt had pressure really from all angles.
We don't want to get complacent and don't want to get arrogant with it. Just keep doing the things we're doing. Wind's definitely picked up, hasn't it?
Tips towards the penalty area. O'Brien takes it down. Merry. Abu. Will Murray again. There's more for Southampton. Brown sending it out wide to the far side. He did hold his run.
Yeah.
Batcham standing strong.
One of the pleasing things for me tonight was just there. I could hear Calum Casey shouting out, keep going, and that's what he's got to get in his game as a centre half. He's captain tonight. He doesn't talk enough, but I'm really infused to hear him there chatting the team on.
Goals running into trouble. This could be problems now as Southampton coming forward with the substitutes.
Calum is my captain. Had a good little spell, Southampton, but you know what normally happens after they have a good spell? We tend to go
West Ham goal. That's been the
well,
theme in the first half. That's for sure.
That has been tonight. I mean, what is there to go? 25. I think Rob or Steve might make a change, freshen it up a little bit. Someone to break. I'm not sure who it would be. Played him a cut.
Then brought down. Agoma. Seems like he's been moved to left back in this second half.
Yeah.
Or at least since the substitutions.
Yep. It's funny, I picked Magoma out and the 9 as the dangerous players. We've hardly seen him. I mean, I think Anderson, the fella, he's been the one who's really caused us problems, if I'm honest.
Mention about West Ham changes. Looks like Dan Rigg is getting set to come on for the Hammers.
Yeah.
And win themselves the throw. Does give an opportunity for Southampton to press up though.
Yeah, fair due to Southampton there. There was all beyond pressing. I thought maybe the towel had thrown in, and I mentioned their body language. Not in that occasion there. They was, they were doing their best to win. But as we all know, even one goal can really change the aspects of the game and how it's looked at.
Here's a boot. Brown. Goma. Reeves now for Southampton. Able to dart on forward. It was some run, but not the strike you would have wanted, skying over the crossbar.
We've stopped pressing it. We stopped him in there. He had like 5 or 10 yards. He capitalised and went into it, but we stopped pressing. Joshua Giles won't be getting his hat trick because he's coming off. Had a great game though. Really done well.
Mentioned some performance from the number 9, Dan Rigg, coming on to replace him. Posed finish with the first goal, but an incredible run for the second goal, that's for sure, plus the finish too.
Yeah, it's done fantastic. I think Dan will more take Cam's role, and Cam will go and play as the 9 through the middle. Different types of 9s, but
Vizier beaten to it, and I wonder if that's going to lead a gap here for Southampton, as it's Murray who's played in behind, and Casey with a superb last ditch defending, I should say. Rigg, and now Orford, as West Ham are looking for number 5. Swire's in behind here for the Hammers, and a really good block. It will be the corner.
I think better than the block was a little nudge just before. The nudge just put him off balance. If you watch when it goes to him, there, put him slightly off balance. Otherwise he was picking his spot. And I wouldn't say it was a foul. I just put it down a good defending from the fella. Again though, we're still a threat on the break. We're still opening them up, aren't we?
Tell you what, it's the first save McNamara has had to make this evening. That's how clinical the West Ham strikers have been.
Yeah.
As Orford had the swerve, that's for sure. McNamara able to see it all the way. Is more for a boot.
Again, I'm impressed with our back line. I'm saying that just passed through, not for the third of us, but impressed with how high we are. Very, very difficult for them to play a ball in behind us.
Boot. That's a nice ball to the edge of the penalty area, and it's a fantastic strike from O'Brien. The captain leading by example with the finish. No chance in there for Herrick, and all of a sudden Southampton do get something in the game.
Very good goal, great goal. Not just simple passing there, but got it. Great turn. He's made his mind up. I'm hitting this. Bang, bang. Knowing Finn, he will think he could have saved it. I think he gets a touch. I'm not saying he should. Maybe he didn't get a touch. Right in the corner. A great strike. Yeah, our game can change. They've scored. We made a misplaced pass. Anything. We need to just settle it down, make a few passes, just take the sting out of it.
You can tell straight away, all of a sudden, the voices from Southampton are a little bit louder.
Yeah.
Even though it's still 3 goals down for them.
Yeah. Seen some good goals tonight, haven't we, to be fair? And to be fair, that Don't want to see any goals against us, but that was a hell of a goal.
Here's Brown. Confident pass that from the goalkeeper McNamara to find him.
Yeah, I think they've actually passed well out from the back actually. Obviously something they do a lot in training.
Quite well to this near side here for a boot. Who's gone for that early delivery? Casey doing enough for now. Helped out by Battram.
Definitely don't want to concede another because the last 20 minutes might be slightly unpleasant. Go Finn.
Eric does enough initially. Is then able to coolly pass it away. It looks like some discomfort here for Merrick. You heard him shout or yelp in pain.
Yes, one of those. There's no one near. I think it's just the ball was twisted his ankle back. They can be really painful at times. There wasn't anything wrong with what Emeka done there. I think it was just the ball. Definitely in some pain, isn't he? I think it might be a good time for Robert to get him in, have a little chat, calm them all down, remind them of the score. Just take the sting out of it, make some passes.
Seen some fantastic goals in this second half. Believe it or not, this was probably the worst of them all, despite a pass like that and the finish that we're about to see from Ajala.
It depends what you like to see in football. For me, that's the best of them all. It was such a good pass. The pass is the goal. I know this is a great individual goal. It's fantastic. The way he glides past 1, 2, 3, and it's a great individual goal. But just the pass from Ollie, for me, being a quality midfielder myself back in my day, I saw a lot of myself in Ollie's pass. Those people who used to play with me are just shaking their head if they're listening, saying that's a lie. But
is that your kind of finish, perhaps?
Oh,
that one from O'Brien?
Well, my left foot, definitely not. Definitely not. Couldn't finish my breakfast. No, it's not my game. But the pass with the outside of his right, Trevor Brooking-esque, I'd say that would be me. No, left foot. Wouldn't even shoot me left foot. He's up off his feet, so really, see what happened, really. Didn't the ball is just, well, he's hurt, fellas.
His left ankle, I think that's the problem.
Yeah. He knew straight away, the lad, didn't he? He's going on the stretcher's cart anyway.
Myers has just come on for Southampton.
His name Myers?
It's like the West Ham Myers, yeah.
Nice and awkward for us, well done.
2 Moores on the field, 2 Myers on the field, one for each team. Here's Brown and Rigg pressing high for West Ham. Myers, he's done well with the drive forward, but not the pass he would have wanted.
Again, I was trying to buy a free kick for us there. Hope we get. There's definitely a bit of urgency in Southampton. That goal's given them a little spring in their step.
Go, Matt.
Good. Press and chill.
Goku now. Started the evening on the right, has moved over to the left-hand side. Here's Robinson. Haven't seen too much of him lately, as he was going on, and the referee waves away the appeals for a foul.
Tom Daly, son, looking for it. Off the eyeball, wasn't he?
Southampton are still swift in the way they're doing things and the way they're moving the ball. They're
They
not
are.
quite giving up yet.
Definitely not. Someone in this country mentioned their body language. He got that drastically wrong. Won't mention his name. No one knows him anyway.
Is Robinson. They're to it first.
This is where we've got to get up a little bit. Don't just sit and camped in. Get up and pressure the ball. Up, up, up. Yeah, tell him to step in the yards in front of him, which you would do. Sat a bit deep there.
Delivery from Southampton and Herrick able to claim. And I wonder if a big part of why West Ham might just be sitting in at the moment is without Ajala on the field. He seemed to start off every press.
That's a nasty challenge. Yeah, he did actually. He set the tempo. He did set the tempo. I mean, Cam's going to be tired and Sean's going to be tired. Maybe, I can't remember who we got on the bench as a forward. I can't remember who else is on the bench. But we have stopped the press and it's allowing them to be 10 or 15 metres further up the pitch.
Jelly playing it back and Myers going forward again. The wing back.
It's one of my old coaches used to say we're a bit Loch Ness. Do you know what a bit Loch Ness is? Too deep. Too deep.
You learn something new every day.
He just shout out, we're a bit Loch Ness, we're a bit Loch Ness. We know what he meant.
Quick. Moving it over towards the far side. Magoma now. Robinson. More sticking close to him.
Definitely Loch Ness here. Look, we're just sitting just on the edge of our box. Got to get out. Got to get out.
Boo had a little bit of room. Not the first touch he would have wanted. Reeves for Brown. Brown finding a boot on the near side. Boo will go quick with the throw, and it might just work here for Southampton. O'Brien, Louis out doing enough for West Ham.
Definitely do a bit of possession. It's not sticking with us at the minute. It's just coming back, coming back, coming back. It's up the pitch, bit of possession.
Being so high up in the West Ham half as well, that's what makes it just ever so slightly concerning, because there still is just about time for Southampton.
Yep. Another goal to make it 2 really would have given. Oh God.
And how close was that to getting that another goal? Everton with a strike and hitting the top of the crossbar.
The replica from the first one, wasn't it? Really very, very similar. We need a leader on the pitch. Need a leader on the pitch to get us together. Just encourage them, calm down, start making passes, just take the sting out of the game. We are 4-1 up. We're just sort of like, they're in the ascendancy because of that goal. I'm glad that one didn't go in, because it would have been 12 minutes of chewing me nails.
Is Brown for Southampton. I'm still haven't been able to get that spell of possession that you've been talking about.
Yep.
Myers finding O'Brien. Myers again holds his run. It's Swire. Unable to hold it, and Southampton will get the free kick. Southampton weren't too happy about not getting a foul there. There was definitely a shirt pull, but it seemed like it was well after the possession had been won. Here's Robinson. A nice reverse ball, but Herrick first to it for West Ham.
The number 16 who come on for Southampton, what's his name?
Evan Toman.
Yeah, he was with us on loan for a while. Prince's name, isn't it? First name. I only just realised it was him. He came to us about a year ago. That's not the best ball I've ever seen.
Good dodging though from the referee.
Good ref, I told you.
Every aspect.
Want to keep the game flowing. He's only a good ref if we win.
At the moment, the scoreline very much in West Ham's favour with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, I don't like the way we're just sort of hanging on for 10 minutes. I want to get us on the ball, making passes, keeping it, taking the sting out of the game. A little bit of game management. That's what I'm looking for here.
Robinson.
You just heard Robbo there shouting, keep him outside. I think Robbo knows that Robinson is their danger man.
Brown now for Southampton. Abu.
We've let them get to the edge of our box really without being challenged or opposed. Whereas early doors we was pressing them much higher.
Saw another glimpse of danger there from Robinson. It wasn't the cross he would have wanted. Some drive forward now on the near side. Probably the highest West Ham have got for a while, and it's a good chance to get some possession now with the throw.
I think that's his super strength, Emeka. He's really got some pace. He can really run with the ball at his feet. Just showed it there. As I said, you know, he's a second year under 18, and he's more than coping at this level. I think he might have got a little bit of cramp. I'm not sure. They're bringing Tyrone on. I think they'll bring Tyrone on centrally and maybe put Ollie to the left.
So as you say, Isaac Pata, who's coming on here for West Ham. LA just getting the treatment for that cramp. I wonder if it is him who's coming off. Actually, I do see the number 11, so I think it is going to be him. Of course, on the yellow card as well.
Yeah, as I say, I think he'll push Ollie out to the left and we'll go and put Tyrone again centrally.
We've spoken about it a lot. He's impressed in the central role, Ollie Scarles.
He has indeed. He has. I mean, for me, I say being an ex-midfielder, that pass he made was worth the entrance fee alone. Not that I've played to get in, but if anyone had, that's the sort of stuff they want to come and see. Or those watching it on the television, they'd be pleased with Ollie there. Yeah, Ollie does come over to the left. That's what you need as a summariser, someone who knows the players well.
What can Akpata bring then for the last 7 minutes?
He can bring a steadying influence. He's good on the ball, he retains the ball well. I think he might be just what we need. He put his foot on the ball. After I've said all that, you know his first pass is going to lose the ball. But honestly, that is his game in general. So he might be the ideal substitution. As you can see, Ollie's out here giving us the width. So this is what I want us to do. Just make passes, wherever it is, just make passes, take the sting out of the game. There we go. And now
There's Dan Rigg. First involvement for Ollie Scarles out wide. Myers.
As you can see there, for that minute we had control. It's the first time for 10 minutes we haven't had any control. Tyrone hadn't touched the ball, so it wasn't down to him, but this is more us controlling the ball, game management. We'll keep it, we'll pass it anywhere you like. We're 4-1 up, so it doesn't really matter. There's Tyrone now, that's what he does well.
You must be relieved that he didn't give the ball away on his first touch, as this is Scarles now. And Scarles delivers towards the back post. Are able to claim there for Southampton. All of a sudden, a gap appeared and Southampton looking to exploit it. Here's Robinson. He manages to play that ball in behind, but the strike is just wide.
Yeah, I think every time it goes to Robinson, he is the threat for him. He's been their best player tonight, definitely.
A similar position to what Ollie Scholes found in the first half, where he was able to finish.
Yeah, I don't think their number 7, I'm not so sure his left foot's his favoured foot, so he had a little bit of a toe poke at it rather than it is Ollie Scholes' preferred foot, and just passed it in the corner. I'm glad to see us have a couple of minutes of just passing the ball, taking the sting out of it, and the clock tick. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Be available, here we go. Yep. Can let me down, Tyrone?
Just about kept
He
it,
hasn't.
but he's found a fantastic pass. Ollie Scholes now in behind the Southampton defence. He's going to go alone,
Thanks for coming.
and he's going to get number 5 on the night for West Ham. A brace for Scholes. Whether he's playing in the centre or out wide, it doesn't matter, because he has an impact either way. And another goal for the Hammers late on.
Fantastic finish. Let's not forget where it come from. Tyrone, watch Tyrone's good at keeping the ball. I mean, he thought he just waited too long, and so did I, but there's the pass. There's the pass inside the fullback. I actually thought Ollie was going to cross it, but he obviously knew he wasn't. What do you know, Mark? Thanks for coming, 5-1. So he scored a goal from the centre of the park and from the wide left, which is good for the future. That is definitely the game now. There was times for 10 or 15 minutes midway through the second half where, you know, you've got to be honest about it. They was not in the ascendancy, but they was sort of calling the tune, if you like. Bringing Shaw, Torino and Brad on the last 5 minutes. I should imagine Brad will come on for Cam, and Sean will come on for, I reckon, Sean Moore. He might put Ryan up one. Don't think we've seen a bad goal, have we, tonight?
I don't think so. If there is a bad goal,
No,
such thing as one, but yeah, I know what you mean.
That's a fair point. Any goal goals is a good, but they've all been quite, you know, clean finishes. And so Southampton's was decent, wasn't it?
There's a boo now. Ball to get away from Brigg. Playing that ball in behind now towards Myers. AC there.
Position for the skipper.
Might actually be one of his last involvements.
Yeah, he looks like he's got cramp as well. Sean will just go back and play as a centre back. Sean can play centre back.
Karima on in the first change.
Yep. Sean can play in the defence, anywhere along the defence, or he can play as a holding midfielder. And Brad is an out-and-out number 9, scoring all those goals for Worthing last year before we signed him.
Another strong showing from the captain. He makes way. John Tarima in the first of the changes.
And there is a straight swap between Cam and Brad. It's not a scoreline I would envisaged before the game, if I'm honest. I thought it was going to be a much tighter affair.
Well, there were 6 goals in this fixture last season. 6 again this time round.
Yeah.
Into the final minute of normal time. Had a couple of injuries in this second half, which might just add to the stoppage time.
And a lot of substitutions as well, which always adds a lot of time.
I wonder if officials take into consideration the scoreline in these kind of situations. I doubt it.
I don't think they should efficiently. Not really sure. They should be taking in how long it's going to take me to get the KFC for me. I'm starving.
Here's a boot.
Oh. He's a good right back, Abu, going forward. Very good attacking fullback. Not so sure about his defensive qualities, but very good going forward. Reminds me of the old Brazilian Cafu. Very good going that way. Don't think he's put a ball up yet, has he? Go on, Brad. Go on, Brad. About 20 fouls left, but don't worry.
Well, he got there eventually.
What I do? I've seen it before you, ref. What about that?
Southampton taking the, or laying it off for Leeds. Yahoo will now take the free kick. Myers. Ollie Skulls.
Haven't seen the ball go up yet, have you?
I didn't see anything from the fourth official. Of course, well into stoppage time now. Skulls here for West Ham. Pressure on the number 4. Pressure that he can comfortably deal with.
Keep it going that way, the other way. Oh.
Here's Lewis Orford. Dan Rigg now. Good challenge, but Sean Moore hasn't been stopped. Flashed across the face.
I thought it was going to be his only touch for Brad to put it in there, but maybe not. He's forgot to bring the ball out, the fella, hasn't he?
Maybe he got fed up with having to do so many substitutions. Like it's going to be the West Ham corner. The Hammers looking for number 6 on the night. Skulls, who's of course got himself a brace, might be looking to turn provider now. Is Orford. Skulls again. Akpata. Who's he out? Sean Moore, who scored the second West Ham goal this evening.
This was just the passage of play I was asking for. Just this. Let this thing out of it, keep possession, haven't got to go anywhere.
Who is able to win it back for Southampton. Then fouled.
Oh, calm down, fella, you've been fouled, you got the free kick. No need for anything. Free kick, was a foul, leave it at that.
It was just a little kick out from the both of them.
Yeah.
Caused the reaction.
We've all got to pretend they're macho we are now, haven't we? On themselves, no favours, both got booked for no reason whatsoever.
So yellow card for Sean Moore. And I'm sure it'll be the same for Abu as well.
Fella keeps arguing, he'll be off.
Also, yellow card for Luisi out.
Is it?
A shove somewhat from him in the afters. That's
Oh,
one thing that I saw, and the referee spotted it too.
I'm not doing an Arsene Wenger. I actually didn't see it, honestly. I really didn't. I wouldn't like to be shoved actually by Lewis. He's a strong fella. He really is.
Here's a Voon out on the near side. Scar's doing enough with the defensive touch.
We're into the 96th minute.
Whatever stoppage time might or might not have been added, it would have been lengthened thanks to the little bit of drama at the end between Sean Moore and Abu.
Drama. I've seen bigger fights at Mothercare.
Here's Moore.
Come on.
Going out.
I think in the 21s we're going to struggle this year with all the loans we had out. Keep up. I don't think. We've actually had a great start. There we go.
I'm right on cue. More than a great start. A sensational one in terms of the scoreline and the performance on the night. A brace for Ajala, a brace for Ollie Scars, and Sean Moore adding one too. O'Brien did get a goal back for Southampton within the mix, but the final score is West Ham 5, Southampton 1.